Hi there everyone. Today I am going to be doing story time with Sam. Basically, when I was about 8, I wrote a little book, and this book was called Clyde Creeper and the Vampencils. And I stole my mum and dad's credit card, and I got it made into a real life book. Here it is. This is a real book. And I remember I had to make the font size as big as I could because it had to be a certain amount of pages. I'm going to read that to you today and try to visualise it as well. Shall we start? This is Clyde Creeper and the Vampencils by Sam King. Oh dear. Clyde Creeper was an 11-year-old child. He had blonde curly hair and an overgrown nose. His eyes were bulgy and bloodshot. He was thin and bony with hardly any muscle, and he never bothered about his schoolwork. The only things he liked were drawing and wildlife. One day, after a boring time at school, he decided to pick up a pen and paper and start to draw. Just as he started to draw, he heard a loud scream coming from his sister Alice's bedroom. He hated his sister. She was a drama queen who always wanted attention. He walked upstairs slowly, as he knew it wouldn't be a big deal. "What's the matter now?" he asked. Spider, she screeched. Clyde went downstairs, got a glass and a piece of paper, picked up the spider, and went and threw it out of the window. "Sorted," he said happily. Clyde walked downstairs and started to draw, but then he heard a loud bark. Again, it's in capitals. It was his dog, Poppy. He went into the garden and saw his dog with a ball in its mouth. After a play, Clyde went to draw again, but his mum said it was time for supper. Clyde was in a mood the next morning when he went to school. He didn't listen to his friend. He didn't listen to his teacher. He even didn't listen to the head teacher when he was telling him off for not listening. He was focused on one thing, and that was to go home. When it was home time, he was as happy as ever. He jumped for joy when he left the school gates, and he moonwalked home. But when he got to his front door, he remembered. It was his drumming lesson that night. He was so angry that he snapped all of his drawing pens. He threw down his best paintings, and then he ran to his room and slammed the door behind him. Clyde stayed in his room all week. He chewed his pencils as food, and the only contact he made with anyone was when he nipped out to get a drink. When the week ended, Clyde came out of his room because he felt sick of chewing on so many pencils. He kept choking on the wood. On Monday, Clyde went to school. Everyone was asking where he'd been. He just said, "None of your business." When Clyde got home, he saw 2 marks on his mum's hand. "Mum, where did you get those marks from?" "I don't know, dear," she smiled. Clyde saw his mother's teeth. They were shaped like rubbers from the end of a pencil. He looked at his mother's nails. They looked like lead from a pencil. Something was wrong, and Clyde knew what. He ran to his bedroom and grabbed all the pencils he'd chewed and put them in the downstairs bin. Again, he went upstairs into his room, and there, on the desk, he saw all the pencils that he'd just thrown away. Clyde peered down at his hand. He saw 2 pencil marks. He looked in the mirror and smiled. His teeth were made from rubber. His nails were made from lead. The pencils weren't normal. Oh no, they were Vampencils.
Jump that 43. Are you wild like me? Raised by wolves and other beasts.